Hey folks, this is Jake Davis with On the Fly Review for you, and today I'm talking about Spider-Man Brand New Day, the movie sweeping the world right now. And to be honest, I should have gotten to this many days ago. I've seen this film twice now. I watched it last week, the day it came out. I just wanted time to sit on it. I did want to watch it again before I talked about it. Okay, first off, this movie is directed by Daniel Destin Cretton. It stars Tom Holland, Zendaya, Jacob Batalon, Sadie Sink, John Barenthal, and Mark Ruffalo. Cretton, I don't know how he's pronounced. I'm calling him Cretton. He took over. He did Shang-Chi, which I liked. It was okay. Not memorable, sure, but it was fun. He took over for John Watts, who did the previous Tom Holland trilogy, and also the very excellent, kind of overlooked Cop Car starring Kevin Bacon from 2015. Check that movie out if you haven't seen it. So the whole setup here is 4.5 years, basically real time, after the events of No Way Home. Spider-Man is just basically throwing himself into superhero work. That film, of course, ended with him having to have Doctor Strange cast a spell for everyone to forget Spider-Man's secret identity after his identity had kind of ripped open the multiverse, creating the whole multiverse, which was utilized just so well in these films. But anyhow, so he has been full-blown superhero, getting good at it, honing his craft, and really just becoming the ultimate Spider-Man. The whole time has also been keeping an eye on Ned and MJ, watching them go to MIT, graduate MIT, and now find an apartment together, but as friends. And he's also completely cut himself off. His closest thing to a friend at this point is a cop who he just happens to chit-chat and talk with, but they only really talk shop. So, several things start to happen around the same time. A chance encounter leads to Peter kind of re-meeting Ned and MJ, as well as his powers start to elevate and get out of control. And at the same time, there is a telepathic psychic terrorizing a particular federal bureau in Queens. Now, all this eventually culminates somehow with a fist fight with the Hulk, which is not the end of the movie. Okay, so what I like about the movie. Let's start with the positives. Great action choreography, cinematography. The swinging is gorgeous. I love the swinging shots. It has been so long since it. What I really didn't like about the previous films, and when I say like the last 5 movies, and even the stuff the Avengers and stuff, the swinging experience, really diving and the swooping and sensation, it has to create and feel something. It's just like anything else in a movie. If you don't feel like you're running with somebody, then you're just watching a movie. You have to invest, you have to be engaged, and you have to fucking feel like you're swinging with Spider-Man. Or as Spider-Man as I would. But that stuff was great. Tom Holland is really good in this too. Delivers maybe the best performance he's had as Spider-Man so far. And I want to also praise Zendaya, who I think is very good in this. And I think a lot of people crap on her. I like her. I think she's really pretty, funny, likable. Maybe she's just more of my kind of chick. But I like Zendaya. I think she's cool. She comes off positive and entertaining. And I can't honestly sit here and think that there's something I hated her in. Yeah, she's in the Odyssey, but she's nowhere near what I disliked about it. I didn't like what they did with Athena, but it has nothing to do with her performance. I don't like what they did with Cersei either, but Charlize Theron was also present to show up and pick up a paycheck. Is she even aware she's in the MCU? That's a curious question. But anyhow, So, oh goodness, toe knuckles. Oh, and the Punisher's in here. Punisher's fun in this. He's strangely, I thought he did the best job. Spoiler her here when Jean Grey, double spoiler, when Jean Grey goes into his head and takes him over briefly. He was the only one that seemed to understand to play it different. You're not Frank Castle right now. You're Jean Grey, and he was good in this. He was really good in this. And yeah, the Jean Grey thing, that just irritates the piss out of me, you know. We all, of course, Joseph Gordon-Levitt is gonna be Robin, and of course, Benedict Cumberbatch is gonna be Khan. These are the worst kept secrets in movie history. They announced it with the press release who Sadie Sink was playing. Even if they didn't give away the character, the hot redhead who could control everybody's mind in the Marvel movie. Of course it's fucking Jean Grey. There's 7 X-Men movies. People know who this character is. It was stupid to hide it. It would have been more of subversion to not be Jean Grey. But, you know, they've had so many bait and switches over the years that, you know, they couldn't get away with that now either. I guess I've already kind of started leaning into the stuff I didn't like about the movie. Well, that wasn't a problem. What I didn't like about how, I'm calling it the Frozen effect. In Frozen, my example is in Frozen, and this just isn't a woman thing. By the way, this isn't anti-woman. I think a very similar case could be made for Cobb in Inception, but Frozen is the most standout because it's a kid film. But Elsa makes one reckless, selfish decision after the other. She answers for none of it, apologizes for none of it. And the movie treats her, and audiences treat her like a hero just because somewhere in the third act, we found a guy to call the bad guy. So it's okay now. And same thing happens here. And there's a similar situation. Cobb, for example. Cobb is the villain in Inception. He lies to everyone and gets them in severe danger. They're already trying this crazy, trippy, insane thing, and isn't until they get there, it's like, oh yeah, by the way, the ghost of my dead wife is down here fucking with me too, so you guys are gonna have to deal with that. He's the asshole. He's the villain. And another one is, what's his name? Was it Fire Fist? In Deadpool 2, the kid's the villain, not Cable. Cable has every right to try to stop and kill this fucking kid, because it's not like the little boy in Looper who's just a child. And it's not till the events of this movie till he actually finally hurts somebody. But or is it? Oh, shit. Oh, you know what? The guy in Looper had a fucking point, too. But yes, it is literally the argument of, if you could go back in time and kill Hitler and save millions of lives, would you do it? And is the guy who does say, yeah, I'll fucking do it, and goes back and does it, is he really the villain in this story? Because we're still talking about Hitler. But this is the scenario that these movies have created. So I didn't like that the villain didn't have accountability. And I hated the hiding of it, but my real problem with this film is that I think it has a pacing issue. Once we have the fight with the Hulk, which is built up so beautifully. Now, since his battle with the Hulkbuster in Age of Ultron, has Bruce Banner been completely out of control. I mean, the Hulk was a little calmer, a bit more sedated when he was on Battle World, because there was other ways for him to get his rage out. But Banner just pure, unleashed fucking Hulk. This is the first time we've seen him like this in a decade over. And it's just, it should have been the finale. And it should have been a little bit more. It basically just, Hulk decides to stop fighting. And it's over now. And now Banner's back in that fucking nut house. And it's, spoilers again. Third time I had to say spoilers. But I kind of feel like this movie was in an important place and tried to get people back invested, but didn't really take any fucking risks. The ultimate villain, I mean, like, as soon as I heard his name, I figured, I knew Jean Grey was going to be in this. I knew that name, Mesger. I bet you he's one of those anti-mutant motherfuckers. and I heard Damage Control. All these things were ringing bells. You know, I'm not. I used to read X-Men. Used to be one of my big ones when I was a kid, but I haven't read an X-Men comic since high school. Man, that's 25 years ago. So I, in all honesty, enjoyed this movie. I had a lot of fun both times I watched it, but I do think the last 45 minutes of the film are very slow. I think the movie kind of disappoints where it sets up a lot of things and doesn't really properly pay them off. And the other last thing I gotta say here, when they tease Peter's mutation, if you know the comics, you know the stories, or even the cartoon shows, you know that Pete eventually turns into this, I mean, he goes Brundlefly. He turns into this massive, nasty man spider thing, 8 legs, 8 eyes, nasty and black and gross and monstrous, shreds the Spider-Man suit all over him. Now, part of me was thinking there's no way they were going to do this, but it wouldn't be so cool if it's that thing versus the Hulk, with the Punisher of all people trying to bring it all down. You know what I mean? Mellow all this shit out. That would have been a great third act for me, but it's too cool to actually happen. I guess we don't get that stuff anymore, but yeah, I do recommend this movie. It's not that it matters. This film's making all the money in the world. What, $375 million opening day? Something like that. But yeah, it's a fun movie, but I do think I did get a sense of stagnant from it. It hit on its emotional notes. Spider-Man's ultimate arc in this movie is coming to understand and just accept himself. Finally. Which is, yeah, at this point, he's pushing 30. He probably should have figured this out by now. But I'm recommending it. I wasn't disappointed in it, but I had problems with it. It's nowhere near the worst Spider-Man movie. The worst Spider-Man movie ever is The Amazing Spider-Man Part 1. The greatest Spider-Man movie. And even though, as much as I've said how much I love I love the Batman and Man of Steel, is a bit of a contrarian of me. I do think these movies are underappreciated and really, really fucking good movies. But if I had to be completely objective, the best superhero movie ever made is Spider-Man 2. Not The Dark Knight, Spider-Man 2. Dark Knight's good, but it has massive fucking plot holes. Spider-Man 2 is better. I'm Jake Davis. Oh, did I say the star? 4 stars. I'm Jake Davis. Damn it. Okay, yeah, 4 stars. I'll catch you on the fly.